This is how minor adjustments in between outings can save your season. My name is Lantigua, performance coach from Trail Athletics. Let's dive in. Elieser Hernandez, a remote athlete from Trail Athletics, pitching at the KBO for the LG Twins. Had a really good offseason. Spring training was amazing. Gave up no runs the entire spring training. First outing of the year, does absolutely phenomenal. Goes 7 innings, 8 Ks, 1 walk. Outstanding. Looked at stuff. Hey, everything's looking perfect. Nothing we want to change because it's working. Let's keep building. The next outing becomes a really tough one where he goes 2 1/3, gives up 8 runs and walks 3 guys. 1 strikeout. He only got 2 outs out of the outing. So it's like, hey, something wasn't right. So instead of hitting the panic button right away, let's look some film. It just didn't look like it was him. So we just called that it was a bad day. Like he just didn't have it that day. Let's bounce back the next one. The next one doesn't go as great. Goes 5 1/3, gives up 4, 3 home runs and 3 walks. So it's, hey, something unusual here. You're walking a lot of guys. The majority of the sequences, even though he went 5 1/3, there were a lot of yanks glove side, a lot of uncompetitive misses, which that is very unusual for him. This is a guy who's been known to throw a lot of strikes. So very important. When you're overseas, you're over enforcement, you cannot afford to have 3 bad outings back to back to back. That is detrimental for your career. So we needed to hop on a call. Hey, Elieser, what's going on? What's happening? What do you feel? And then after I gathered some information from watching the games and some data, give him my pitch on what I saw. Just told me just didn't feel like himself. Feel like he was rushing, feel like the arm wasn't on time, his release point wasn't consistent. It's like, man, that makes a lot of sense. Because just from watching the game, mechanically, it just looks like everything was just too far back. And I was telling him hey, we've been working on staying stacked, and I do want that. But after you hit front foot strike, your torso has to get out there. What makes him unique is how much extension he gets. Huge extension guy. So the deception on the four seam on the fastball and every other pitch is different, right? 93 now looks like 96, 97 because he's really on top of hitters instead of 93 looking like 93 because he's just so far back. So it's like, hey, what's going on that you're just staying so much back here? It's like, yeah, I've been trying to mess around with my timing. My glove tap is a little different. So I'm like, hey, go back to your normal glove tap. Let's not change that. It's been working for so long now. Go back to your usual. So we went back to his normal glove tap and kind of getting that feeling of staying stacked, but after front foot strike, hey dude, torso, let it go out there, get out there. Work with that during the following couple days into that bullpen before his next outing. Told me things were getting a lot better. We've been working a lot on a changeup as well because he has a really good carry four seam, good cutter, good slider, curveball, has a big sweeper as well. But the changeup was kind of on and off. It's like, hey, the majority of the home runs that you've given up in the last outings were to lefties. Let's give something to the lefties with that changeup. He was always throwing that changeup kind of behind the ball, not getting much stuff. Like, hey, for you, you're not gonna get around the ball with pronation. Just seam shift it, just grab 2 seam and try to throw it like your cutter. He was like, sure, no problem. Threw it a couple times and it was just takes off. Seam effects played great for him. Next outing is history, 6 innings, no hits, no runs, 9 punchies. Looked like himself again. Extension was back to normal. His release point consistency was throughout the game phenomenal. Now he could be his best self. And this is where quick adjustments in season can definitely save your year. Because if this was a snowball effect, hey, what's going on? Why am I not having success? If I just had a bunch of success, it could turn into things that you might not want. You start searching for things you shouldn't be searching for. And then, like I said, it snowballs to having a terrible year because you have 4, 5, 6 outings. But being able to have somebody next to your ear that tells you, hey, this is what's going on, let's address it. And then the next 3 to 4 days for your next outing, let's address those and you're gonna be back to normal. And kudos to Elieser for having the confidence and trusting us to, hey, let's hop on a call, let's see what's going on, let's make these adjustments, and trusting that whatever I told him was gonna have success, everything I told him was going to work. He went out there, executed, and went great. If you're a high school or a college guy, or even a pro, in the middle of the season, you're struggling and you don't know why you're struggling, what's going on, perfect time to reach out to us here at Tread, get in contact with one of our onboarding guys to connect you to the coach that's gonna tell you what's going on, how to address this thing, and fix your season. It's not a time to search and play around and dabble with stuff when you're in season, you're competing, because if you start searching for the wrong things, it's gonna snowball to be a bad season as a whole. You don't want that. Every year is very important for the outcome of your career. So get in contact with us and we'll get you paired with a good coach that's gonna help you out have a successful year. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.